So before you start any GIS project, it's need to open a folder so that you can make your project more organized and plan. So based on this project, I have created a folder which I named Usman QGIS Usman Karama, which inside the folder I open subfolders, which the first folder is called data, in which I inserted some Microsoft Excel data that we are going to use in the future, and also georeferencing folder, which I will also input the topo-sheet map we are going to georeference, and the map. Maybe in the future when we created more shapefiles, we are going to use the shapefiles to create the maps and other things that we can maybe use in the future, and shapefile folder, which I inserted some shapefile that I'm going to use to verify our georeferencing. So that is it. How can we start this? Before we start, there is need to download a QGIS software. A QGIS is an open source application, free version, free source. So just copy this link into your browser and click. It's going to take you to this web page. So this web page, you now select, if you are using a window, you select on this drop down menu and select the latest version and download. Or if you are using a Mac, you can select this option, you select the latest version and download, or Linux. After you downloaded the application, then you go forward and install. If there is any issue on downloading, you can contact me through this contact. So from there, when you install it, you open your QGIS. Your QGIS environment first appearance is going to show you this new empty project. You now click on this new empty project. So now we are ready to start our georeferencing. Before we start, you go to raster and click on raster and click on georeferencer. A dialog box showing two windows. Here is where when you import your topo sheet map, it's going to appear here, and is our ground control points are going to be shown. So now click on raster to import your topo sheet map. Our folder is on desktop, where we saved our created folder, project created folder, which we call QGIS Usman Karama, and our data, our georeferencing, our topo sheet map using georeferencing. Select and click open. You see, before we start inserting our ground control point, there is need to select a coordinate system. You come to setting and click on raster properties. From raster properties, you now go to source. Now you come to this icon, select CRS, click on this. Now you can now search for Mina, which is more suitable coordinate system for search for Mina. Okay, you select Mina middle belt. The reason is because we wanted to georeference the whole Nigeria. Select and click OK. So now click OK. Okay, now we have started. So we are ready to start inserting our ground control on these icons. This is when you wanted to insert your ground control points. This is when you wanted to delete a ground control point. If there is issue, you use this to pan to move your image, and this is zoom in and zoom out. When you finish, you can activate your georeference using these two. So now let's see how we can start. So what is your latitude? Here is 4, here is 8, here is going to be 12, but the topo sheet map has not shown. So but we have already know, see, here is 4, here is 8, here is going to be 12. So now let's zoom again. select put it in the cross section, click, and just your longitude is your x-axis, which is 4, and your latitude is your your latitude is your y-axis, which is 12, and click OK. Now we move to the next point. You can use this icon, carry the x is 12, which is this, and this is 12 also, which is the same line that we use. So now we are going to look for the third point, the third place that we are going to insert our ground control point. As you can see, we have inserted 2 ground control points, so maybe we can decide to choose this place for our 4th ground control point. So this, our latitude is 4, our longitude is x, which I think is the same, with this 4. This line is 4. This is what 4 again. So we are going to use this point. The longitude is 12 and the latitude is 8. So we are through. Before we activate our georeferencing, there is need to select a transformation. In this transformation type, you leave it as thin plate spline, or you select it, leave this in nearest neighbor, and in this you now select the CRS. You can select this and leave it as a default, leave it in default. Now you navigate, click on this place, navigate where you wanted to save your georeferencing. So we are going to save it in the folder we created. Here, I'm going to save it here. So it just says true. So don't forget to click on the save ground control point, so that later if there's any issue with the georeferencing, you can update. Also click on this load in QGIS when we finish, which is going to add our map, our topo sheet map on QGIS environment. So now you can click on this. If the reference is successful, it will tell you georeferencing successful. Raster was a successful georeference. Now you can close this window. So we have georeferenced this topo sheet map, but how can we verify? So we have to go and import a shapefile. If you have any shapefile that is related to the topo sheet map georeference, you can import it. If it matches the history location, you know that your georeferencing is correct. I have a shapefile of Nigerian boundary, which we are going to import now to verify our georeferencing. You can leave this as a file, leave this automatic. Now you come to this source and click. So you navigate to the folder. We know that our folder is on desktop, that is QGIS Usman Karama. It is in the shapefile. Now you select on this and click open. Then here you come to this place and you click on add. If it is okay, it is here. So now you just close this. So you see our georeferencing is correct. It has matched the boundary, as you can see. Our georeferencing is correct. So this marked the end of this tutorial. If the tutorial is benefit to you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Bye bye.